Sniper's Hide here. I want to have a quick talk about bipods and setting up the bipod correctly for the shooter. There's a common misconception out there that you need to get as low as possible. People hear this, they need to get low, and they immediately take their bipod and put it on the lowest setting. That's not correct. The bipod has to be set up for, one, your body type, and two, the terrain in which you're operating. For me, in this location, that means I'm going to be 2 notches out on my Atlas bipod. Why is this so? Well, let's talk about positions for a second. We know the first position we have is a standing position. And with the standing position, it's the least stable position. We only have our 2 feet on the ground, we're holding up our heavy rifles, and there's very little support. So if we want to get in a more stable position, we'll then transition to a kneeling position. So now we're in a kneeling position. We're lower than standing, we have a wider base, and we're supporting our arm here with our knee. So the rifle is up and it's supported, we have bone support, and we can hold the rifle up very well. If we want to get in a more stable position than kneeling, we would transition to a sitting position. And a sitting position gives us an even wider base, our butt's on the ground, and now we can support the firing elbow because we're using our knee to hold the firing hand up. So this gives us a lower position, but as well a more stable position because we're supporting our elbows. Next, we have the prone position. Now, the prone position is the most stable. It's the lowest position we have. There is no position lower than prone. That's it. But that does not mean we want to get down on the ground like that. It means we want to set the rifle up for our body type and the terrain in which we're operating. It means bringing the bipod up a little bit. We want to try to get the rifle level as we can. We want to have our head straight up and level as much as we can. We don't want to roll it over. We don't want our shoulders offset and having one higher or lower than the other because we've lowered the bipod so much. That's not what they're talking about. Standing, kneeling, sitting, prone. There's no other position. Super low prone is not better than straight prone. So be sure to set your bipod up according to your body type and the terrain in which you're operating. You get a nice comfortable positions. You create straight and square angles with your body behind the rifle, and you'll find recoil management's that much better, and you'll be that much more comfortable in the long run, and you won't fatigue as quickly. So there is no lower position than prone, so make sure you set yourself up accordingly.